Welcome to the NYXUS podcast, guys. Damn. Here we are, a little late, but you know, those time zones, they always get me. So,
My fault.
tonight we have Weeping Gates. The Weeping Gates, if you guys haven't heard from them, I guess you've been hiding under a rock or something, but here we are.
A little bit ago.
My co host, the lovely Sarah from Haunted Photography. And tonight we're joined by two of the members. So if you guys would introduce yourself and the rest of the members that couldn't be here, it would be awesome.
Okay, I'm Sydney. I play keyboard and I do backup vocals. My husband Rob plays guitar, and we have a really awesome bass player named Eric and a drummer named Philip, and then Alex.
Yep. I'm Alex. I'm the vocalist.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah.
The Weeping Gate. Where did you guys get the name for the band? Where was the inspiration?
So that was long before Alex joined the band. He just joined was it the beginning of last year or was it the year before?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
last year.
Yeah, but the band formed in 2007, actually, and I remember it was like way back before like any of us had. Only social media we had was MySpace. There was like some really janky website that was like a band name generator, and I remember it generated, like we did it over and over again, it generated Weeping Gates. And I was like, I kind of thought it was a nice ring to it, and we turned it into The Weeping Gate, and you know, we really liked it. In the Bible we found there were some correlations of like Bible verses where it said like weeping at the gates, and I was like, okay, this is epic. This sounds very dramatic. So, you know, there's no big meaning behind it, but we just thought it sounded cool.
I mean,
I love the name.
Thank
the name.
you.
The name is really cool.
There were times when we felt like you know, man, this isn't really cool anymore. Maybe is it irrelevant? But then we just had it so long. We're like, well, we're stuck with it now. Like that's who we are. So I'm glad y'all like it.
If it means something to you, then keep it. It doesn't matter what would be irrelevant.
That's true.
Rebranding takes a lot out of a band, out of anybody, basically. So
Yeah.
if the band works, the music works, the name still works. I mean, roll with it.
Absolutely.
Changing all those logos, all the shirts, oh no, that's too much. That's
Yeah.
too much.
I agree.
It gave me anxiety just thinking about it.
Yeah.
How'd you guys meet then? If Alex has been the latest member.
Well, Rob and I met at church. His brother and I were like friends. We went to the same church, played in like the church band, and he came and started like filling in on the church band, playing like drums and guitar here and there. And he and his brother started jamming. And his brother was going through a divorce and was like real mad. His brother's usually a country drummer, and he's like, "Man, Rob, you gotta show me how to play some of that metal music. I'm mad. I need to get some aggression out." So they started jamming, and we're like, let's start a band. Let's ask Sydney to be in the band, and their sister was in the band at the time, and so yeah, we just it was more of like a hard rock type little band, nothing too crazy, and so we just started, you know, bringing members in and out, and then last year, Rob recruited Alex, because Alex is actually the vocalist of another band called Delirium Effect. Alex, I'll let you take over from here for your part of the story.
The band. Well, we used to be a deathcore band. Now we're like straight hardcore. But yeah, I'm in another band called the Delirium Effect, and we actually played shows back to back a lot. So pretty cool. But Rob joined the Delirium Effect after our first guitarist left the band, and he was like, "Man, I really want to focus on guitar instead of doing vocals all the time." Because Rob used to be the original vocalist of the music game, and he was like, "Do you think you want to come in and do vocals for this band too?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude," because I followed the Weeping Gate, I mean, for years, probably for about like 5 years before I even joined the band. So,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so Rob played in Delirium, and then Rob was like, "Alex, please. We honestly never thought that he would want to be in our band because we're like, he's such a good vocalist, and not that we're
Man,
not good, but I don't know. We just thought like he was like, man, he's probably only wanting to do deathcore. He's not going to want to do like mellow death. But I
first
mean,
time my favorite
he
band
said,
was Black Dahlia Murder.
yeah. Black Dahlia is like one of our biggest inspirations, and that's one of Alex's favorite bands. So thank you for saying yes, Alex.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, it worked out really well for you guys. You guys have been busy.
That's what we really needed. Alex gave us that extra little punch that we needed. Which, I mean, Rob was a great vocalist, but when you're trying to like play these technical riffs
Yes.
and do vocals, it's really hard to give 100% to both. And he's like, I really wish we had a vocalist who could work the crowd, and I really wish I could run around and just play my guitar and feel free. So it's been really fun for him, and it really just took us up another level.
Oh yeah, his vocals were crazy.
Insane. Insane.
Things that I could never do, and that's one of them.
Me either. I cannot do scream vocals. I can barely do
No,
regular
but your vocals are beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You have got such an. Did you take lessons or anything?
No, I've always loved singing, and really singing in church trained up my voice. I got used to like harmonizing, like singing with other people. That was probably the biggest thing I developed. Actually, more recently, YouTube has taught me more about singing. I've found some really great like classical singers and modern singers on there who do like free lessons, and I've really been trying to learn how to safely push myself because I have a very soft voice, and I've always been insecure about whether or not that may clash with our harsh music styles. I feel like we always try to find the pretty choruses and pretty bridges to fit it in, but I mean, I have been trying to continue to improve so that I don't feel so limited,
Well, we can only continue to improve because there's always new techniques. There's always new stuff that comes out. So it's never done. Unfortunately, we just never stop.
No, I mean, look at Critical Fields and their chick vocalist that goes so well.
Oh yeah.
So yours fits in perfectly.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Patrick said only onward and up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Sarah, you got a question for them?
I wanted to see if they wanted to talk about their upcoming tour. Or do you have a tour coming up?
Oh, Alex, do you want to tell them about the next show? Do you remember what the next show is?
Yeah, I know where it's at, I think. Okay, so our next show is going to be at Brick House in Jonesboro, Arkansas. We're playing Metal Nation Fest, and we're going on at what time? 8 o'clock?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. A whole bunch of awesome bands, like locally in our area, like bands like Bluefoot. Who else
Atos is playing.
Yeah.
Is
Death Fog.
playing. I know all of a sudden I've forgotten every band that's ever playing. But there's so many bands. It's going from like, what is it, 2 or 3 in the afternoon till like 2 in the morning or something like that. It's a big thing. It's going to be fun. We played there last year, and there was a great crowd, a big mosh pit. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So right now that's the only show on the books, but I will say, that's the last show we played. Yeah.
That's the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one is called Metal Mayhem Fest. Oh, there it is.
All right.
Skull. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see it.
I see it. I see it.
Do you see what
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Woohoo.
We found it. Yay.
We do plan to play more shows once the album is out, and we're hoping to do some more regional shows like the surrounding states, like Oklahoma, Texas, Alabama, Tennessee. Not like a big long tour because everyone's got like big boy jobs and kids, so we can't just take off for weeks at a time, but we plan on doing little weekend runs as often as we can this fall.
Virginia's far. We're far from those people. Yes, we're far. One day. One day, I will manifest that you guys are going to be here one day because all the
really
bands that
hope
we
so.
want to see eventually make their way here. So,
Awesome.
Hey,
Is
oh, I
that
would
the air?
love
There
to
you
play
go.
there.
St. Patrick said weekenders are the way to go. Patrick is an artist called Seed. He is amazing. I love
Oh,
him
cool.
and his support,
I have to check him out.
especially in the age of inflation. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
It's rough.
How'd you guys start in the music? Like, was it a family thing? I know Sydney was church. Alex, where does the music come from?
My friends. So I didn't get into like heavy music until I was around 16.
Okay.
Yeah, my friends were like, they were like, hey, we got these instruments and stuff. When we learn how to play, I actually started out as a guitarist. I still play around every now and then, but they were like, hey, you suck at guitar. Why don't you try to do vocals? So I mean, that's what I did. I've been doing these type of vocals since I was 17 or so. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and my friend Brett, who's the bass player in the Delirium Effect, he was my biggest inspiration, I guess, because he would always tell me I sucked. So I always wanted to prove him wrong. Now I learned how to do the Lorna Store and Slaughter to Prevail stuff, and
Oh.
That's funny.
That's some nice encouragement. You suck.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll get better.
Yeah. That's
But yeah,
Have-
my friends. They talk
Nice.
me in.
That's what friends are for. I mean, friends should share music because I think it's the best way to understand somebody. The playlist of their life.
yeah.
And it makes you kind of connect better with people. How about you, Sydney? Other than the church, where was music?
I mean, I've always liked music, and I guess I could say like my getting into anything other than like mainstream music. When I was 8 and I heard of the Cranberries for the first time, that roped me in. I was like, the song "Zombie" came on the radio in the car. My mom was about to turn off the car, and I was like, "Wait, don't turn it off!" Like, I love this song, and she's like, "You like this song right here, Zombies?" And I went through, in like junior high and high school, I was listening to like, Slipknot, and I liked Pearl Jam, and but when I joined the Weeping Gate with Rob and his brother, Rob actually introduced me to a lot of even like heavier bands than I had ever, been listening to, and I just fell in love. I mean, I loved it. And I mean, I had already kind of had some appreciation for some heavier bands, but he showed me a whole new world of it. And it was just fun from there, like learning how to apply. I also play guitar, and in the Weeping Gate, I was actually originally a guitarist, but unfortunately, my skills stopped at like rock guitar. Once Rob was like, I want to do some more technical riffs, and I was like, well, I'm switching to keyboard. So it was really fun to apply my piano skills, as limited as they may be, to metal music and learn how to apply my voice to metal music. So yeah, it's just been a fun ride since then.
I mean, I felt that I could pick up a guitar and play Four Non Blondes, What's Up, and that's about it. That's my party trick, to get drunk around the fire, play some Four Non Blondes. I'm done.
Yeah.
Take your guitar back, goodbye.
That's a great sing-along song, though.
The only one I know.
As far as my skills with the guitar, it was one by Metallica, and then that was it. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah. I feel like most people have like a song on guitar that they can play.
yeah. My daughter is trying to learn the One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy right now.
Aww.
Bless her heart. It'll be something for her.
It's
Yeah.
time 2006 metalcore for me. Those are the only riffs I can write.
I enjoy those riffs, though.
Yeah, that's a good era of music, for real.
It was. I think I was like 15, 16 then.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not saying ages. I'm not playing that game anymore, guys. No way.
I'm old.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Exactly.
I mean, knowing that the band started in 2007, I mean, you could probably guess.
Yeah.
We're all 25.
We're all over
All of
30.
us. We're 25.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Right?
You handled that better than me now.
I don't really remember 25, honestly, but I wish I was back there. Maybe I would remember this time. Um, let's see. I'm going to ask it because I think it was pretty fucking cool. You guys opened for Ginger?
Oh,
Yes, we did. Yes.
How'd that happen?
So spontaneously. It was literally like the week of the show.
Uh-huh.
Like, wasn't it, Alex? It was like literally like maybe 4 days or something before the show. And
I had
a
to beg
local
my boss to give me video.
yeah, you were like, I was telling everyone, I was like, please beg your bosses, do anything, bribe them. We all have to be able to make it to this. But a
Quit your
local
job.
promoter- yeah,
Quit your job.
honestly, at that point, I was like, if it comes down to it, but he hit us up, or I guess he hit up my husband Rob and was like, would you guys want to open for Ginger at the show Friday? And he called me and he was like, we just got offered to open up for Ginger. Now, my husband's a huge prankster, and so I literally did not believe him at first. I did not. I was like, no, we didn't. It took me a few minutes to actually, and he was like, I will show you the screenshots right now. He sent them to me, and I was like shaking. I was shaking.
I would have been too.
I bet.
That's
Justin
just-
Pickles in his
yeah.
in comments said he saw you guys open up for Crypta in Fayetteville, and you guys were so amazing. Hope to catch you here again soon.
Well, thank you. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was another show like where I had to pinch myself. I was like, are you telling me like the greatest female metal band out right now? Like, we're gonna get to open for them. So yeah, but the Ginger thing was unreal. Like, honestly, that's probably one of the biggest highlights of my life so far, because it didn't feel like we were playing a local show. Like, everything was very high-end professional. Like, we've got like the green room with like our name and the schedule. It was too much. It was too much for us. Like, we couldn't believe it. And then the support, Alex, can you believe like how, like, we got done playing and the crowd was like, started chanting "Weeping Day," and it's like there were some people.
We had a certain time limit. We had to get off the stage. So,
Yeah, it was the way that like our hometown showed us love. It's like I know a lot of them were people that we knew and were just trying to be supportive, but then we had a huge line at our merch table, and so many people were like, y'all are from Little Rock, we've never heard of you. So it was really cool to get introduced to like a huge group of people from our own state who didn't even know we existed. But it was just
I think it's hard. I think it's hard to get your name out there because there's like, let's face it, like we can't hide the truth. There's so many good bands out there, like locally, So then when you can do that and you can get your name out there, it's like,
and what I noticed is like, I feel like we know a lot of the people who like dive deep into the local scene, but the people at the Ginger show were different because Ginger walks a fine line of being more commercial metal.
yes.
So the 800 people who were there, a lot of them were people who wouldn't go see a local metal show, but they love the big commercial metal acts, like the big names. And so they don't go to local shows. That's why they haven't heard of us, or else they probably love tons of the other local bands. But I hope that showed them like, hey, locally here in our underground scene, we have some good bands. We really do.
It does wake people up because I used to be like that. I used to support the local bands back home in Canada, but it was like, well, In This Moment is coming, so it's either I'm going to see In This Moment or this band in this moment.
Yeah.
Whereas of now, I had a choice to go to a festival, an indie festival, or go see In This Moment, and I actually picked the indie festival because you get more bang for your buck. I mean, it's $20 to get in. You get to see 12 amazing bands. I pay $200 to get into In This Moment, and
Oh wow. Yeah.
my night's over. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Indie
so-
bands are big for me right now. Since I started the podcast, I'm like, I'm not gonna pay $300 a ticket to go see a band when I can see bands like you guys and other bands at home here and find amazing venues, where you could share a pizza with the band. It's
Oh,
fucking-
absolutely. Yeah, that's the fun part.
I passed up Sleep Token to work a local indie festival, and I'm so glad I did.
Aw.
I've seen Sleep Token. some at Blue Ridge, and I'm like, it's either this or Bugfest, and I chose Bugfest because I love
Oh, that's
Bug.
cool.
That's all.
Yeah. I love my local bands that we have. I've formed a very deep friendship with very many of them, but there's ones I'm very close with. Elderbug being one of them.
They're
I
good.
have more fun at local shows than I do going to big shows.
I do
So-
too. I mean, I'm working most of them, but I'm still having fun with my life.
Yeah.
And if you want to be able to meet an artist, and actually, like, the local shows are the way to go. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my kid loves nail bite, and we're going to a festival this summer in a month, and I'm hoping I'm gonna get her to, and I have a better chance of getting her to meet the singer than her telling me, I want to go see Pierce the Veil, and I'm like, I'll make nail bite happen for you, kid. I'm sorry for Pierce the Veil. I love you, but I'm tapped out here, you know. Before we go listen to one of your songs, Sarah, do you want to play that evil question on them?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Alright, there's a curse placed upon you, and you can only listen to one song the rest of your life. Not an album, one song. What is it?
Oh, I got that. What a horrible night to have a curse. But
Yep.
That was a good answer.
It was.
Okay. Instead of picking like an all-time favorite, I'm gonna pick a recent favorite. Soulless Existence by Lorna Shore. That song is so beautiful, and it has like this really ambient guitar solo that's just like got all this reverb. It's so pretty. I'm obsessed with that song, so I'm gonna
oh my
pick
god,
that
me
song.
too. That is a hater I can
Yeah.
listen to on repeat.
Yep, that whole album. But yeah,
There you go. And still after 100 and something episodes, we still haven't heard the same song twice.
oh, that's cool.
Oh,
That it's incredible. I'm always like, okay, keep an ear open for, and nope, still not.
No
still.
repeat answer. That's
No. Well, we're gonna take a few minutes to listen to one of you guys' song. Do you guys want to give us a little?
Background?
Yes, deconstruction. What are we about to hear?
This is the first song Alex ever recorded with us, and it was kind of like we actually had him just we were going to have him do guest vocals on it, and that's when we were like, no, he killed this too good, we got to have him in the band. And it's just a song about like sometimes you have to get to your lowest point before you can be like lifted up and see how you need to be kind of put back together.
Damn, is that true? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to be listening attentively because that speaks to my heart. We will be right back after deconstruction.
God does not want people dead.
Oh, I think God wants a lot of people dead.
That was amazing.
It was.
Thank you.
That was a bit. Your vocals are just perfect in there. With it kind of brings that the ethereal, like that almost like out of it.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And you, sir. Those vocals, the whole band, seriously, the drums on point, the
drums.
guitars, the everything. I don't know
The
why.
guitarist just walked in.
There we
Can
go.
I- Do you have cheese dip? Yes. Dip. See, that's why I like him so much. He brings me food.
You brought food offerings, yay! Do you guys have a rituals before you get on stage?
I don't know if there's enough.
Here, you sit right here. You can sit on this other side if you want. Alex, what are your rituals before you get on stage?
I always do vocal warm-ups before we get on stage. So I'm just like walking around, trying to find a place where I can get by myself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just like screaming, make people think I'm crazy.
She asked if you have any rituals before going on the stage.
I do say a silent prayer to myself. Like, please, dear Lord, don't let me screw up. I'll just say a quick prayer for the sound equipment, don't fail, no strings popping, things like that. But
Trying to avoid catastrophe.
yeah, if we have time, I like to drop down and do a few push-ups real quick, just to get the blood pumping and get excited. And that's only if we have time and I think about it.
Yeah, I drink lots of water. Like, I'll start like 2 days before the show, and I'll like message everyone in the group chat. Everyone start hydrating, you know. Like,
Sitting on the bear.
yeah, I'm always like, does everyone have their hand sanitizer? Does everyone have their earplugs? So I do lots of vocal warm ups. You'll see me walking around behind the stage, doing all that number. But yeah, other than just making sure I've got all my stuff, that's really it.
I mean, everybody has their little, every has their little quirks before the show, and let's see. We'll go a little deeper. Like we did music, we did surface. I want to go a little deeper. If you guys could be remembered for one thing in life, whether it be musically or it be personally, what would you like to be remembered for?
Oh wow, that is deep.
That's a very good question.
And we're all like, we're like, oh, we gotta thank you for. Honestly, I mean, this again comes back to being a mom. Like, more than thinking everyone's like, oh, she's so cool. She's in a band. Like, I hope, like, everyone thinks I was, or I hope my kids think I was a good mom. You know, I hope looking back, they're like, man, we had a good time growing up. Like, man, we didn't have too much trauma. You know? Like, so I hope everyone looks back and thinks I'm like, was a great friend and a good mom and someone pleasant to be around.
Yeah. I would hope. Oh man, I don't know.
I know. Do you need more time? Do you want Alex to go next?
Amanda said, "Same girl, same."
I guess mine's just like to be remembered like a good person. I don't know. I do a lot of like work in my local music scene here. We live like 3 or 4 hours apart, so we have different music scenes. They have Low Rock music scene, and I have the 870 music scene. So I try to do a lot of stuff. Me and a guy named Gary Finn, we do a lot of like local events, stuff like that, put stuff together. So I'd like to be remembered for that, I guess.
Good dog dad.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you come up with something?
I mean, you know, just the usual stuff. I would hope people would remember us for putting out some cool tunes and, you know, being like a local establishment within our local Little Rock scene here in Arkansas. We've been at this band
I told her since 2007.
Yeah, we've been at it for a minute. We've had several different versions of this band.
Yeah.
I hope the latest version, I think, is the absolute best, and I hope it's what's remembered. And, you know, bringing Alex on board changed the game completely. And yeah, dude, he brought that 870 right down here to Little Rock, man, and awesome.
Oh, you guys are solid. We just listened to one of your songs, and I mean, it's solid. I can see why you guys opened for Ginger. I can see it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, being known as good people, nice people, and stuff like that.
All right, fun question. I'm a big horror movie fan. I have another podcast, which is called the Fear Podcast.
Oh,
Nice. Alex, if ever you want to come in and sit in with us, we do horror movie reviews every month. Next month is going to be alien movies. Not my type, but, you know, the boys love it. So this question came in from that show. If there would be a zombie apocalypse tomorrow morning, who goes first in the band?
Oh, definitely me and Sid.
No, listen.
Yeah, for sure. We're dead. We're gone.
Okay.
Hear that?
Okay.
Moms have to
Our bass player walks with a cane,
Sydney, stop. That's mean.
and unless you pick him up and you tote him over your shoulder.
Sarah, are you going to say it or am I going to say it? I have a line every time somebody brings up something like that, or look at me, I'm the chunky one. I can't run. Sarah, say it.
Mel would trip a bitch.
Would you?
I do not run, but I'll trip a bitch.
There you go.
Sorry.
You gotta do it
Trip
again.
Exactly. Was it fight or flight? I'm surviving. Sorry, guys. Don't stay near. Don't stay near
I
me.
would be second to go for sure. I'm not very.
Yeah, I would definitely trip our bassist if I had to.
Take his cane away.
Oh, sorry about that, you know. But
We love our bass player. He is so awesome.
our little man over there is getting.
I'm gonna go check on that. And
Oh, that's okay. You have him screaming. I have mine coming in. Do you have a phone charger?
oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
I
mine's.
think it's because he heard his dad come in the door and he's excited to see.
It's just the chicken nugget code.
Yeah, that's it.
Mine's in the swimming pool.
Where's my nugget?
Yes, it is. You can find it on Facebook there. Also, it's like Fear podcast. You're going to see me and two funny looking guys. No, I'm kidding. I love the guys. I just give them a hard time.
Can I
But-
ask y'all a question?
Yes.
Question? Oh, what, like, you like the Alien franchise, the Alien movies?
Alien movies was good because I love how they changed the alien. It's not your regular, just extraterrestrial. The blood actually just goes through metal, so it's not like that was thought of, very well thought of.
Yeah, it's very good.
I mean, what are we doing this month? Signs?
Oh,
Which-
that's a good one.
See, that was not one of my favorite. I have the off. When the guys are gonna say this movie's incredible, I'm gonna be like, it was alright. So
I mean, the first time seeing it, it was very scary. I mean, especially, when the alien first steps out or whatever. I don't want to spoil it for anybody out there living under a rock.
well, I mean, the guys are like, we watched The Conjuring, and I hadn't seen it because I live under a rock, supposedly. Even the one of my co-hosts' 8-year-old was like, yes, my favorite movie, and I was like, okay, I gotta watch it. And then we did the episode. They were like, so, and I was like, I didn't like it. Everybody was like, so we're doing Signs, Cloverfield, The Faculty, and A Quiet Place.
Oh my God, I remember The Faculty. That was
I
like
love
an
The
old 90s. Do you remember that one, Alex?
Yeah, I love that movie.
We always bring back an older movie, like Chucky, like, well, they actually go further than that. They bring me back, like, Valentine's Day and movies like that, where I'm like, guys, this is not cool.
Have you watched Late Night with the Devil yet?
No.
You need to. It's awesome.
All right. I'll let the guys know, too. We're always looking for friends, like, for people to come and hang out and come talk about movies with us, or even, like, give us movies to watch. Because we sit there at the end of every episode going, what are we doing next month?
The beginning of Deconstruction is actually a soundbite from, what is it, Velocipaster?
The Velocipaster. It's like the most craziest, dumbest looking movie you ever seen in your life, and it's exactly what it says it is. It's like a pastor that turns into a velociraptor, fights ninjas or something.
I love
So ridiculous. It was so ridiculous that we were like, we gotta have this in the song somewhere.
I love the super corny B-rated horror movie. I love
Oh
them.
my God,
Oh, they're great.
Hobo with a Shotgun.
Oh, I love that movie.
I mean, great movies.
I think Sydney is gonna rejoin us.
All right.
Scoot
Well, I
over.
can't promise it's going to be fine. Our son has special needs, and
Yeah.
he heard his
You're
dad's
fine.
voice in the other room. It's just down there squealing. But
It's-
Mine will come in and tackle me,
and a
and
good
he'll be
YouTube
like,
video, so he should be good for
mine comes in almost every episode, and he has to say hi. Because he's
Where-
like, can they hear me? And I'm like, they can hear you, but you can't hear them.
She has kids. We have kids. Me and you see Amanda in the comments. Me and her they're hers, but they're mine now. So we got 3. So don't worry. The chaos, we love it. That's what we live for.
Because we got it.
Yeah.
Bring it on, girl. Bring it on. What's the most memorable show for you guys? Other than the ginger one, because we covered this one. We covered this one, Sydney. Give me another one.
Oh man, well, Alex, what was that first show that you did guest vocals on the stage with Decon?
That was
Live.
Vino's.
Rivers of Nile. We opened for Rivers of Nile.
Yeah, Rivers
Like,
of Nile.
September of 2022,
Yeah.
and he was just doing guest vocals with us that night, just on that song Deconstruction. Like I said before, that's when we were like, we gotta have him.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, I was like,
But just, I mean, that was the first time we ever got to open for a big band, like Rivers of Nile. Oh, I'm wearing your shirt. We love them, and
yeah, that was a good show.
it was definitely like a smaller show, which, like we said earlier, smaller shows, like I prefer smaller shows because you can be right up there on the stage, the crowd's right there with you. But to me, like our first time opening for a big band, our first time having Alex on stage with us, that was a good one. That was a good show.
Yeah, that to me, because Alex, you totally came into your own and cut loose on it, and I was like, God, dog, I don't ever want to do vocals again.
I was hoping I was going to do good because right before that I did a Delirium Effect set. I was like, oh man, I'm going to screw this up.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, one after the other, man. Trooper, for real.
Yeah, and then the opening for Crypta also was amazing because they are very like down to earth people. I mean, I don't know. They just like we brought them a gift basket just to be like, hey, welcome to Arkansas, and they were so sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know, just the experience of like getting fresh and meeting. Because like the ginger, we only got to talk to like the guitarists and the bassists.
And they were super cool.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody
they
was
were
super
Yeah,
cool.
and
they
we got
gave us
we got to talk to Tatiana's husband, Alex, last night.
yeah.
He used to be the drummer for Suicide Silence.
Yeah, he was teching for that tour for them.
Nice, nice.
And yeah, he was drum tech, and man, it was cool meeting him. You know, like Alex said.
Yeah.
And he came back, hung out in the green room, and like chatted with us for a minute.
Well,
But,
that's what that people don't understand. That it's nice when you get to meet them because you don't always get to meet them, even if you're
Yeah.
performing with them and opening
Yeah.
for them.
right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they told it straight up. They're like, listen, you're probably not going to be like hanging out with Ginger or anything. We're like, that's okay, that's okay. But
Right.
luckily, you know, the guitarists and the bassists came, you know,
Yeah.
outside the venue. We're like, man, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, they chatted for a second, and their stage
they
manager.
watched our whole set.
Yeah,
Very
they did,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was
Well-
shocked. I was like, y'all didn't have to do that.
I mean, a lot of people do it out of respect. I mean, you guys, you know, you were called in the same week to come in and play. I mean, yes, they don't have to. You still would have went to play even if they would have told you they're not going to be there to watch you. Like, I don't care, I'll be there, you know. But a lot of bands, and I love it. I love seeing other bands stay after their set or be there early to catch everybody's set. Or as many people as they can, at least, because sometimes, you know,
Other
It's-
shows, other things.
that's it. It's not doable, but I love seeing bands supporting other bands.
It's beautiful. Do y'all have a favorite venue you've played?
Ooh, that's a good one. For me, Vino's for me is like a staple. Like that's my favorite thing. Probably because they have the best pizza in town, and I love my pizza. So Vino's is it's like home.
I second that. We probably played there for times that I can count. It's like the main, like, locally owned venue in Little Rock. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm kind of tired of playing there, but man, I'm going to go play there for the pizza. You know what I'm saying? That does. That is
But
like
I'm sure, Alex, is there a venue like similar to that up in Jonesboro or Paragould area?
Brick House.
The Brick House.
Yeah. They serve food, alcohol, and all this other stuff, and they have a big stage in the back. They've just now started letting local bands come in and play and stuff like that. Normally, it was only bigger bands. But
That was a good show. But we played there last. What was it? Last year or the year before?
Yeah, that was a good one. The first metal venue. My favorite venue that I've played, it wasn't when I was in the Weepy Gate. This is actually one of my first bands that I was ever in, of the Adega. And we played at a place in Alabama called The Inn. And it was in a basement.
Oh no!
Yeah, there was like rafters above us and all kinds of stuff. And while the pit was going on, people would jump up in the rafters, swing into the pit, and drop in. I mean, it was insane. They have one of the best
Hardcore!
music.
Hardcore!
Yeah, no. Dude, I had this dude, I was screaming on stage. The dude was looking me in the eyes, and he bashed his head on the stage. And when he looked up at me, he was gushing blood from his nose. And he was just screaming, yeah! You know? I love that.
Boy was
stuff.
drunk.
I love it.
Wow, man, them Alabamians, man, they don't mess around.
I don't.
They don't appear either. I was at NYXUS last year, and there was a guy ran his head into a speaker and went back out and moshed, and I'm like, are you concussed?
Oh yeah, I used to be like that. I'm a little too old now.
I don't know how old this guy was, but he went hard from the start of the show to the end of the show. Elderbug came on. He was trying to push stacks over, and I'm like, dude,
Oh my God.
no.
Some people get a little too intense as the night goes on. Ugh.
I'm like,
Oh,
please
yeah.
go sober up.
I always said I could be the guy in the back with his arms crossed. I lied. I'm totally that guy. I can't help it. I got bad knees.
Yeah.
Things like that. He loves shows. I've just brought him on as my secondary shooter, and he would sit like with a chair while he'd be in the back. But now he's got to be right up there with them speakers, and he's like, my knees.
I mean,
Man.
doing media close to those pit is hard some days. You got your camera out and you're like, I swear, if one of you fuckers run me over, I am going to...
Oh,
Be careful.
I mean, put your elbow out.
Yeah.
That Knock Loose festival, I had all my camera gear down in my shirt, and I'm like, please don't damage the equipment.
I just give my camera to Amanda and I jump in the pit with everybody. And then it gets too rough and you see me scurry out. Like, oh no, I'm not losing my teeth in the place.
I started to get into the little mosh pit we had at Eddie Fest, and Travis grabbed me by the arm. He's like, you don't want that. I'm like,
He saved his life, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
he did.
Well, I don't know.
Dead the next day.
Going to mosh pit for one night, suffer for the rest of the month because I'm old, so I'm done.
To add to that, I think the most intense mosh pit that I've seen, well, I wouldn't say the most intense, but like the biggest area, that whole room, was the return show of the Black Dahlia murder. We were fortunate enough, we got to go up to Detroit, and when Brian came out, dude, the whole crowd was just like insane.
It was that first show back after Trevor passed away,
Yeah.
and
Their first reunion
there
show.
wasn't a place you could really back away. It's like,
You were in, the whole crowd was the pig. You were there. Yeah.
Wow.
like,
That's how Knock Loose was. They're like, I want a whole mosh pit. And I'm like, and about that time, my daughter went up in the air, and she came back
Oh, shoot.
after crowd surfer. She's like, I got my first black eye. Like, Cynthia hit me in the eye with her elbow, but it's fine.
I love that kid.
She goes
So-
hard.
Good. We need the next generation to be tougher in those mosh pits because mine just won't. She will not approach the mosh pit. She looks at it from far away and she's like,
Oh,
"Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good."
mine wants to mosh. She wants to crowd surf. I can turn my back, and she's just gone up in the air.
Oh, Lord.
Who would be your dream collaboration, guys?
Oh, my gosh.
I think y'all will have to, Alex and Rob, y'all probably have to say it.
I'm going to let Alex go first, man.
Well, I mean, it probably wouldn't happen now. I mean, no, not probably, it wouldn't happen now, but definitely, I guess Brian would like Dolly Emmer now, but definitely Trevor. Like, I would have loved to do anything. So,
We always
Absolutely.
say dead or alive.
oh, okay, cool, Trevor.
Yeah, I would definitely love to collab. Either Brian Esbach would be incredible, or Ryan Knight. That would be amazing.
Big Black Dahlia murder fans in this band, so it's like, if you talk
We're not worthy.
Okay, Wayne.
No, but I would probably venture to try to think of maybe some, like, Tatiana from Ginger. I mean, that would be really cool to have her voice on the call.
What about Billie Eilish? That'd be sick.
That would get some attention, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably just name all the metal girlies, like Courtney from Spirit
I
Box,
got
the
it.
girls from Crypto.
Justin Timberlake.
Oh,
Oh
Straight
yeah.
up.
And his world tour. Don't mess with his world tour, sir. Nah.
Yeah.
on that world tour.
This is gonna ruin the tour.
See, Manda's right. In Sophie's defense, our oldest, she couldn't fight her way out of a wet paper bag. So mosh pits would. Mosh pit would.
I love
Terrible
the
teacher.
speeches, I love the energy, but I gotta love the
Yeah. She likes watching it from far. She thinks it's cool, but it's good. That one made Savvy laugh. There we go.
Very
Well,
afraid of them.
we're getting close to the end of the episode. I'm gonna keep your last song and we'll play it out at the end as I let you guys go enjoy your weekend. Sarah, anything you want to ask them before I go on with the
Oh, I was
last
gonna
question of the night? Go ahead.
do the follow-up question.
Mhm.
It would be, who would be your dream tour if you put a tour together? Who would you want to go on tour with?
Ooh, that's a
Who's
good
got
one.
it?
Ooh. All right.
Dead or alive. Dead or alive. You can bring them back.
Oh, this is too good. There's too many good bands out there.
I know. We make
my
it
God.
harder.
Okay. Whitechapel.
Mhm.
Yep.
Lorna Shore would be insane. I don't think we're anywhere near their league as far as the style of music.
Doesn't matter. It's your dream tour.
Yeah,
Whatever you
yeah.
want.
Black Dahlia, Lorna Shore, Whitechapel, Flesh God Apocalypse.
I honestly think that's
That's my dream tour. And I go ahead,
Can I
Alex.
have two?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I like multiple genres.
Oh yeah,
So-
that means it's for each one of you.
Okay, all right. So I'm
Make a
thinking-
festival out of all you guys. Go ahead. I mean,
Yeah. So I guess with the Weeping Gate, I would love to do a tour with like Fit for an Autopsy, the Black Dahlia Murder. I guess like Lorna Shore, Shadow of Intent.
Oh, Shadow.
Yeah.
That's a good
And
one.
then with the Delirium Effect, which is more hardcore stuff, Drain for sure, Mind Force, Power Trip, all that good stuff. That'd be awesome.
What about you,
I'm just gonna
Sydney?
second both of theirs because I love Shadow of Intent, I love Whitechapel.
I got to see Flesh God with Whitechapel, Shadow of the Tent, when they did a tour together with the Black Dahlia, and we went to Dallas to see them, and oh my God,
So basically, that was the perfect tour. We just need to like add the Weeping.
Yeah. that would have been perfect. I loved all of those bands, so for sure, man, for sure.
That would be hell of a festival.
Now,
Right?
Oh my
that's
God.
not really happening.
I know, now I'm like, dang it, I want to go tour.
well, we just put it out there in the universe, though. So you know,
Yeah,
let it work. Let it work. I mean, you guys had Crypta, Ginger. So just let's go.
yeah, that would be sick, for sure. We got to get out there and put some work out, though, you know.
Well, you guys have. You're working on an album, so you'll have music. You'll have videos coming out. So
Heck,
Do you
yeah,
want to
I'm
talk
so
about
stoked.
the album? Because I know we talked about it before we went live, but do you want to talk about your upcoming album?
Yes, we don't have an exact date, but we believe hopefully it's going to be coming out in August.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll definitely
Yeah.
give some notice. We might possibly have a video dropping Sunday, and probably late July we'll have another video dropping.
Yep.
So yeah, we're really excited. This album has been a long time in the works.
A long time in the
I'm
works.
excited
There are
for
a few
it.
songs on there that we already had out, but it was back when Rob was on vocals and we
Yeah.
were doing all the production ourselves. Now we have a sound engineer mixing and mastering for us who's like
Yeah.
a Grammy nominated.
I done forgot how to play half the songs on the album. I'm like, well, how'd that go? You know, because it's been so long.
So we redid
Yep.
Yeah.
some of the older songs.
Yes.
All of the new songs.
It, Alex, his performance on this album is just absolutely insane. The dude takes it to a whole nother level. I'm so stoked for everybody to get to really hear him in front of the Weeping Gate and just like bring it to life, man. It's gonna be sick. So for
but
sure,
you
dude.
guys, please keep me updated so I can help when Facebook wants to cooperate. Maybe help, like, you know, share some posts and stuff. I don't know. I just today I went on, decided to post, and they were like, "You're posting too much," and I was like, "I mean, I slacked off. I haven't posted all week."
Oh my gosh.
So that's why I sent you guys a message, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm trying, but this is your poster. Sorry."
It's fine.
Where's the best place to follow you guys to make sure that we keep updated to everything?
Probably Instagram is where like I remember the most, and then I always try to post on Facebook. We've been recently getting into TikTok. That's not usually where we post about shows. That's just where we kind of are trying to post music video clips and
Trying
find
to
new fans.
stay up with them youngins.
Trying to reach out to the
Yeah.
out there. So, yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. We brought the podcast to TikTok, what, a month ago? I got a strike till 2099
Oh crap.
because I was reproducing somebody else's content.
We had
Well,
on. Who was it?
It's me, but you know. So now I'm trying to be cool like you, be with like the kids and everything. So the NYXUS podcast is taking over TikTok. On Saturday nights, we're gonna be live at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. doing this.
awesome. Very
So
cool. Very
whenever you guys want to be with me on over there in the land of young people, let me know and we'll do this again. But yes. So TikTok, you're starting. So what's the best handle to write? The Weeping Gate should bring us to everything,
Yeah.
right?
Everything is just the Weeping Gate. Yeah.
And your merchandise, where can we find that?
Okay, so that's a little different. That's a House of Tradition Records.com. That's like our drummers started a little record label just for like us and the Delirium Effect and our drummers band. Our drummer Philip is in several bands. He's like a big time, like gotta be busy doing projects. And so yeah, he kind of started House of Tradition Records to give us all a website to sell merch and to kind of have press kits.
Yeah.
So houseoftraditionrecords.com. We do have a lot of merch.
It is in the link tree down there.
Yep.
You see the link tree scrolling. It is on their Facebook. Just click. The link tree will bring you to everything that they posted there anyways. I'm not going to lie. If they're better at keeping their things up to date, better than me anyways, it's everything.
You can also check out Alex's other band, the Delirium Effect, is also on House of Tradition, as well as Philip's other projects. I'm wearing one of his shirts right here. The In Sepulchre, he's got Hand of the Wicked, and what is it? Orphan Crippler, I think.
Oh, Orphan Crippler. Yeah, they're
What,
pretty
what a name! That's a cool name.
That's
I'm
what
jealous of that one. Orphan Crippler.
One of their songs is called Knees Bent Back.
I love it.
Really, God.
Love
And Alex,
it.
if you ever want to bring your other band on here, just hit me or Mela.
Yes,
sure.
absolutely. That band makes me think of another band we had on the show called Shovel Monster. I mean, they sent me a piece of merch up there. It's a tiny shovel with like fake blood on it. It's paint and their logo. It's best piece of merch. I'm sorry. I love every band, but Shovel Monster sends me a tiny shovel. It killed me. It killed me. And their music is all about the Shovel Monster killing people. And the other person's point of view as Shovel Monsters coming for them. So
I love it.
check them out. They're really cool. They're good buddies of mine. So we're getting at the end of the episode. Do you guys have anything you want to say before I hit you with the NYXUS question? Do you have anybody that you'd like to thank? Any sponsors? Go ahead.
Shout out to Black Harbor Strings and Picks. We use their strings and their picks. They're very solid.
They make little custom weekend picks for us. And biggest shout out to our mixing and mastering engineer Mark Piercelli, because we were like floating around at like 3.
Yeah.
We were doing everything ourselves before, and I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
He really made us sound more professional than we are.
Shout out to our local promoters, Sam and CT for sure, and some of the really amazing other local bands like Alex's band Delirium, incredible band. You gotta have them on, and then also Coach Light, some friends of ours, really amazing band. You should check them out and get them on.
Anybody that wants to come on, guys, anybody that you want to refer, send them. We'll have them on for sure.
Awesome, thank you. But
That's how we grow, and that's how you grow too. It's word of mouth, right? It's
We appreciate like podcasts like this. It really helps.
absolutely. Send me a message, and I'll give you a few other people. I have like 3 people that I can send you information for podcasts. Good people.
Okay.
Good people.
Thank you.
Justin.
Your way down this way, me and Mel do photography.
Yes, we do. Thank you guys for entertaining me for an hour. Of course. You can always find the Weeping Gates music on streaming platform to entertain yourself anytime you feel like you're bored or you're alone, or the Weeping Gate is right there in your ear with you. If you want to watch us again, the episode stays on YouTube, so you can catch this episode or any other episode that we've had before that we will have. And we're live every Friday night at 7 p.m. There we go. Shameless plug. It's done.
Something happens and we get time zones crossed up.
I mean, time zones are bad things. I hate time zones. They shouldn't exist.
I'm sorry.
Oh, listen, it happens a lot more than we think. Like, a lot more. And we're going to be more careful with that and make sure that 7 p.m. Eastern, right? Yeah,
I even saw it, but it just didn't click in my brain. I was like, yeah.
It happens. It happens. I've showed up late because the time zones, so it completely happens. It is something that's the beautiful thing of going live. You never know what can happen. Before I let you guys go, I did an episode about mental health last year, a whole week actually, and this question was asked a lot during that week, and it kind of stuck, and it ended from there on. Every episode ended with this question. So you guys take it with the level of seriousness that you want. It can become a very deep question, or it could be a very funny question, depending on your answer. If you would have had a chance to sit down with a younger version of yourself at any age, at any point in your life, what would you tell yourself? It's not about changing what happened. It's about, just what would you tell yourself?
I'd probably
Invest in Bitcoin. No,
What? He said invest in Bitcoin.
that was me. I'm sorry, Alex.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're good. I'd probably spend more time with my family.
That's a serious answer. Yeah, I should answer it seriously. Definitely spend more time with my dad. Spend more time with my mom, for sure. Because you don't realize how fast things can change, and the loved ones you love and grew up with are no longer with you. So definitely spend more time with your family. That's what I would tell my younger self. That's a good one, Alex. Yeah.
I would probably tell myself not to waste time. I look back at so many times where, I guess nothing's a waste if you were like enjoying yourself,
Yeah.
whatever you were doing. But I looked back and I was like, man, like back in the present where I had kids, there was like so much stuff I could have maybe done and
Yeah.
seen in the world that I just thought I had all the time in the world to go do all these things. And not that I wouldn't possibly ever do them now, but we had a disabled child, and it's like, listen, I'm not going to Paris next week, okay? So I do wish I could go back and tell myself, like, hey, listen, while you're young and you're not tied down
Yeah.
or anything, go be free, go see the world.
And invest in Amazon while you're at it. Wait, what?
There's this little startup company called Amazon.
Apple, Netflix. I
Can
mean,
you imagine though? Seriously, I'm sorry. I just think about stuff like that. I'm like, dang it.
and it's stuff that you wouldn't think it would go that far. It's like Netflix. When Blockbuster was approached by Netflix, and Blockbuster was like, "Nah, we don't want you."
I
Well,
remember Netflix came in the mail, dude.
Right?
You
have to bring back your CD.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
Yep.
who knows?
Rewind your VHS. I'm that old. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
I don't know. I
Sure.
remember. Yeah, straight up. Courtesy, man.
Right. Rewind, guys. Come
We had a
on.
grocery store we rented movies from. Please rewind your tapes, or you will be fined.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure I wore out the VHS of Batman at our local Blockbuster, because I would rent that one every time. I don't know why I didn't just buy it, but I was like a little kid, and I was like,
It's
"This
not
is
the
greatest
same.
Batman movie ever."
It's not the same, Your parents brought you to the video store, and then you just ran away, like, to go get your tape. Like,
Oh, dude, rent that, and then the Nintendo 64 video games. Like, I would rent the Star Wars Rogue Squadron and then Zelda all the time.
Zelda was it for me. That's all I do.
Zelda is the shit. Would you say, Alex? Sorry.
I'd always get Star Fox.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
another
Star
great
Fox.
one. That's
Yeah.
the 007.
Oh, there you go.
Goldeneye.
Golden Eye. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I still own a copy. Yes.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I would
I'm-
love to play those games again. I think Philip is actually, our drummer is going through and playing retro video games.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I might have
nice.
to hit him up and go, dude, let me play some of that 007.
Right? Well, guys, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy schedule to be here and talk to us. Anytime you want to come back, hit us up. Alex, if you want to come back with your band, let us know. Any band that you want to send this way. And like I said, I do have other podcasters that I can send your way if you guys would like.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So, guys, thank you so much for being here on the NYXUS podcast. These guys are the Weeping Gate. She's Sarah from Haunted Photography. And we will...
NYXUS podcast.
Yeah, hi. As we're going, we're gonna listen to your last song. You guys picked "As Evil Transcend." Before we go,
Yes.
you wanna give us a little introduction to the song?
Me? Well,
Anybody, go ahead.
portals, aliens, other dimensions. Yeah, CERN. We're talking about large hadron colliders, opening portals. Let's do it.
It's a whole trip, that song.
Sounds like a Fear Podcast movie episode. If you guys want to be on the Fear Podcast, please hit us up because we would love to
Yeah.
have you guys.
I love everything horror, conspiracy, cryptids, whatever. I'm here for it. So.
Amazing. Well, guys, thank you so much, and we'll catch you next Friday.
Bye.
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 Heck yeah, dude.
They told him that they were preparing for an intergalactic war with God, and that they were going to win. What happened was they opened up this portal, they created a rift, and entities began to come through.
In general, my style is about leaving in the crumbs and the messes, but sometimes